When looking for an article written by a nurse, there are three methods. None of these is perfect, though. The first technique is the most time-consuming, but it is also the most reliable. I can look at the author's credentials in the paper. When I open this one, I can see right away that the authors have included credentials, including DNP and RN. So this one has nurses as authors. In this one, the author's information is at the bottom of the first page. I can see that the first three authors are affiliated with Rutgers School of Nursing. I can double check that the authors are also nurses by searching for them in a search engine. I'll look up the Rutgers School of Nursing and find one of the authors. This looks like the first author who published, but it looks like she's published under a different last name. I can review her profile here to make sure this is the same Rula as the one in my article. The article citation matches the article that I found in my database. So this technique will make sure that you get all the articles written by nurses, but it is time-consuming. This method is best if you have a small number of articles to choose from. The next technique is very blunt, and it counts on the CINAHL indexers. I can again search for my topic, but this time I will add two limits. The first one is any author is nurse. The next is first author is nurse. You'll notice that with this search I get far fewer results than in my first search, and many articles that would qualify, such as both examples from the first technique, don't show up in the search results. This technique is faster, and your chances of clicking on an article that has a nurse as an author is much higher than with the first technique, but you are also missing out on lots of articles that are still written by nurses. The final technique is a way to strike a balance between the first technique and the second. We can look for articles that have nurse or nursing in the title, the journal title, the abstract, or in the descriptions of the article. This increases the chances of getting an article written by or for nurses because it looks for articles written for or about nurses. So with our search vaccination, we can add nursing or nurse to the second line. We don't get as many results as the first search, but we do get more results than the second search. I will still open up an article to make sure that the authors included are nurses. This is the technique I suggest starting with when looking for a nurse as an author. If you don't get enough results, then you will need to try the first technique. If you still have hundreds of results, you may try the second technique.